What does linguistics have to contribute to language revival? The bread and butter of linguistics are language documentation and analysis. These tasks are front and center, especially before any language reclamation effort, and before and during any revitalization or reinvigoration effort. Language sources need to be located, collated, and analyzed. As we have seen in week 4, comparative historical linguistics provides the tools to interpret and analyze legacy material and to fill in gaps based on knowledge of closely related languages. Linguistics offers the tools to develop a practical orthography or writing system in collaboration with the owners, custodians, or speakers that is systematic and represents the distinctive sounds or phonemes of the language. Following on from this work, an alphabet book with associated sound resources might be produced to teach sounds and spelling in a user-friendly and engaging way. Linguists have the knowledge and skills to compile a lexicon, an inventory of words, stems, and idioms, and to publish these in the form of a dictionary. Linguists are well placed to advise on or to suggest options for filling in gaps in the historical corpus and to put forward options for the development or modernization of the language through the knowledge of strategies for lexical expansion generally and their specific knowledge of word-forming processes in the language undergoing revival. But again, final decisions should be made by the owners, custodians. Linguistics offers the tools to undertake morphological analysis, to identify the meaningful parts of words and the rules for their combination, so that words and forms that are not documented in the historical corpus might be formed. Linguistics provides the tools to distill syntactic structure from a body of recorded sentences and texts, so that novel sentences, not actually appearing in the corpus, might be formed by analogy. This knowledge might be brought together in the form of a published grammar or used to inform the development of a learner's guide. Linguistic knowledge informs translation, writing of curriculum, and the development of language resources. In the early stages of language reclamation, by definition, there are no native speakers, so the historical documentation must be the arbiter of what is linguistically correct. Of course, historical sources are open to interpretation, but linguists are equipped by virtue of their training to make informed judgments, of course, in consultation and collaboration with owners and custodians. If communities choose not to engage with linguistics, they may only be able to operate at the word level, not knowing how to construct sentences. Or if they do construct sentences, these sentences may be simply relexification of the dominant language, say Chinese, say English, etc. That is, speaking the words of the reviving language using the morphology, syntax, and semantic structure of the dominant language.
I hardly can speak with them. I can listen, but whenever I try to talk, they will listen patiently, but one of my grandmoms says my Baiwan is like a language without salt. It's like, it's very tasteless.
There are many other branches of linguistics which might also make a contribution. Language planning considerations and knowledge of what is happening in other parts of the world can assist in helping to see and create opportunities for use of the language as discussed in the public sphere quadrant. Applied linguistics and educational linguistics can assist greatly in the educational quadrant in the development of linguistically sound programs.